How are you, Joe?
Good, thank you. Very well.
Good to hear. I'd like to know what kind of relationship you have with Saoirse's parents. I'd imagine you've had to have some pretty interesting conversations with them regarding the subject matter you're asking their daughter to portray on screen.
Yeah, I kind of, Saoirse's quite a wise little soul, really, and so she can certainly handle herself. Maybe as this film shows. Monica and Paul, her parents, are generally around, and it's kind of, I like the whole family atmosphere on set, so I like to be very inclusive.
What do her parents do? What are they reacting when some of the more intense violence is going on screen?
The violence was fine. The kiss, Paul was a little bit like, I think that was a bit odd for him. For the kiss moment, but generally they're very, very supportive.
It was one of the more awkward first kiss scenes that's ever been filmed. I was squirming.
Yeah, no, it's it's quite strange, that one.
My word it is. Please, could you tell us about the soundtrack?
Well, it's by the Chemical Brothers, and I've done, the films I've done before have always had kind of classical music scores, and so I was really excited to do something with a bit more bass to it, and I've been a bit of a groupie to the Chemical Brothers for some years now, almost 20 years, I'm embarrassed to say, and so when I read the script, I immediately thought that they'd be the people to do the score, and called them up, and they jumped on. So it's been a great experience working with them.
There's If I'm not mistaken, there seemed like almost a bit of a romper stomper flavour going on there.
Yeah, no, I hadn't thought of that. But I kind of liked the idea that we took sounds from real life and turned them, organised them into music, When you're working with a classical score, the division between music and sound design is very, very wide. Whereas with this, I kind of like the idea that the music was part of the world that they lived in. Cate
Blanchett's character is obsessed with dental hygiene. I must know why.
Because coming from the UK, people are always kind of talking about our teeth and the perfection of American teeth, and so it was a little kind of dig at the obsessive compulsive nature of American dental hygiene.
A little dig?
Well, quite a big dig, really.
Having one Australian actor as the lead is not uncommon in Hollywood at the moment,
Yeah.
but to have two is, like, why? What is it about Australians?
They're clever, and they're less vain than a lot of American actors. I find, one of my favourite lines in the script is when Sophie says about the Spanish boys, when she says, and they haven't got their eyebrows waxed or anything. And I think American men possibly, there's a higher percentage of eyebrow waxing in America than there possibly is in Australia, let's put it like that.
It is odd being here and not being the only one not going to the tanning booth.
Yeah.
It is kind of, sorry guys,
It's strange, it's strange.
It is kind of weird. You managed to shoot in some amazing locations. Which was the most challenging location to shoot in?
Well, Finland was minus 29 degrees, and so that had certain challenges, especially for the actors, because when they're doing kind of action stuff, your muscles kind of freeze up in that temperature. So that was pretty tough. But then I think Morocco, at in excess of 150 degrees, was kind of the toughest for me anyway. That heat was just too much.
You're showing your range as a director.
Yeah, but it's just too much, that heat. You just want to kind of curl up under a tree and sleep it off,
When you were getting ready to make this film, were there other films that you were trying to let people know it's kind of like this, it's kind of like that?
No, I kind of try and work outside of sort of genre categorization, and I was interested to make a film that was completely different, really. I guess it's kind of like a kind of fairy tale, action thriller, mystical David Lynch thing.
That'll do.
Yeah.